Hi there, this is Binglezoid here, on the Binglezoid channel, and this is a special announcement. I am currently in the process of making a very interesting Survivor-like cartoon thing on the Binglezoid Art channel. Basically Binglezoid Art House, if you don't know already. It's my alternate channel for a lot of artistic projects. Very barren right now, but it'll soon fill up because of this. The show will be a sci-fi slapstick romp called Space Boot Camp, based partially on Total Drama, partially on Survivor, and a little bit of object shows with a small viewer voting element to it. It will be a very wacky sci-fi fun show, so yeah. And we are currently looking for voice actors. That could be you, that could be your friends, so share this video around. This will be an unpaid gig, so keep that in mind that while you will get exposure for this, I currently cannot pay you for this, and I apologize for that fact. Now, where will the auditions be hosted, you may ask? That would be on castingcall.club. There will be a link in the description for all of the voices and all of the characters that need voicing. Now, you see this cast image on screen? I will circle 2 characters which either don't have a voice or already have a voice actor in mind. So these 2 characters you can't really audition for. Now let's go over the great cast we have here. The first one on the docket is Sheriff Nebula. He is a cowboy sheriff robot. So that's pretty much all you need to know about him. And for the voice, I want a masculine voice, either very low or just low tone in general, and a general southern United States accent. He's supposed to be kind of a Western parody. Next character, Space Pirate Girl. A very mysterious character. She doesn't go by her actual name, she just goes by her occupation. She likes to keep her private life separated from her career, and I guess she considers this part of her career as being on this game show. So, here are the lines on screen, and the voice should be feminine, mid to low range, and if you can, do a pirate accent, but that's not exactly necessary. Young Zipzorb. He is a guy in his early 20s who wants to rap at the Orion's Bowl. And his range and voice type is masculine with high to very high range for a masculine voice. He's supposed to be in his early 20s, you know. Next up is Mrs. Schnoslin. Mrs. Schnoslin is a very wealthy businesswoman and is very selfish. She is also literally just a nose with snail eyes and hair. So, take that with what you will. Her vocal range will be feminine, with low to middle range, and if you can, do kind of a fancy upper class accent with some nasally overtones, and what I mean by that is, think Zach Hadel. Kind of do a Zach Hadel voice. Something that he would do with that nasally overtone. Jerry Jeansack is a scummy used spaceship salesman, and he often sucks up to people to line his pockets. His vocal range is masculine, low to very low, and typically I could imagine him with an East Coast accent. Doesn't really matter. It could be Boston, it could be York, Northeastern accent, you know, any of them. Any of them will do. Alright, next up is a 2-for-1 deal. Strixie and Crixie. They are clones of each other. They are mischievous aliens, hell-bent on causing mischief as much as possible. And if you get this role, you will voice both of them, so that'll be double the lines for you. Just keep that in mind when auditioning for this character. And their vocal range is feminine, you know, high to pretty high, you know. This character is also on the younger side, so if you can do a younger sounding voice, like a teenager or a young or an older child, that would work perfectly for this role. Alright, next role is Johnny Lunar. He is a world-renowned supervillain. He likes to cause as much chaos as possible. His voice type, masculine, low to very low range, and basically all I ask is that you ham it up. Since he is a wacky supervillain type character, all I request is that you do a very over-the-top performance for this character. Alright, T-R-A-U-T, also known as Trout. She is a very bulky machine who's very intimidating to most, and also pretty shy. So, I would say, for the voice, feminine, middle to low range. You don't have to, like, make it raspy, but that could help. Really make it your own on this one. Just keep in mind that she's gruff. So, that's all you really need to keep in mind with that one. Alright, next role. Plato Color Olive. Plato is a mysterious guy who often waxes philosophically at his fellow competitors. He has a very intimidating energy. For this role, I was thinking masculine, low to mid, and if you can, try to do a G-Man type inflection, like a very unnatural, stilted, but still, you know, kind of getting things done kind of a inflection. Alright, next character, Bion 3FZ1. She is the planet that all the contestants are competing on, and she's also competing. So that is cool. She is Mother Nature for them. So what I was thinking for the voice is feminine, low range to middle range, maybe even high range if you feel like it. But generally just a voice a mother would have. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, doesn't need to be too special, just a motherly voice. Alright, our next character up on the docket is Chet Groppeltoid. Chet is a very fascinating person. He spends most of his time doing nerdy things. Masculine voice, high to very high range, and just do an obnoxious kind of nerdy voice. Like, just do a classic neckbeardy nerd. That's all you really need to know for this one. King Vasperant. King Vasperant is a ruler and dictator for a planet that he owns. He is often very regal in his way of speech and enjoys bossing others around. So, for the voice, I was thinking masculine, low to mid-range, and for the voice, I was thinking probably a dictator-adjacent king-type voice, someone who is imposing with their appearance. Alright, next character is Yada Bomb. Yada Bomb, she is literally a zip bomb, and if you let her talk long enough about one subject, she will explode. She is immune from all exploding damage. Others are probably not. All you need to know about this voice is feminine, high to very high range, and try to keep it very wispy, very airheaded, like kind of like a ghost, like, oh, I can't do that voice, but yeah, something like that. Alright, next character is the host of Space Boot Camp themselves, Eldritch Joe. This is a fascinating character. They currently show themselves as a microphone because that's really the only form that most mortals can comprehend them in. They just basically teleported everyone in and just is making them compete. They have an androgynous voice, so pretty much just gender neutral voice. They speak in a very monotone way. So take that as you will, but don't make it too monotone, just like kind of monotone. And that should be it. Those are all the characters that we currently have voice applicants open for. So how do you apply? You go to, in the description, again, to castingcall.club/whatever, there'll be a link there. Make an account and record yourself doing a couple takes or just one take. I don't really mind. A couple takes would be better though. And submit it under a character that you want to apply for. This has been Binglezoid. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.